Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 102. And I think that we wrapped things up in the last episode. I had talked about playing blackjack at the Wynn, and I had won $600 on that. And then I was heading toward the Encore just to look around and decide if I want to play something or do something. And I decided that I wanted to play some poker. And so that's what I did. I went to the poker area. I found a table that had a seat available. It was a 2-5 table, and I bought in for $400. Sat down, and first hand I get ace king offsuit. I play it. I flop a nut straight and nut flush draw, and miss it all, and end up all in and losing the hand. And I'm one hand into playing. I am down $400. Then things kind of calm down, and I just start playing my normal game and doing the right things, and slowly clawed my way back. And so actually I had a decent time talking to the guys there. They actually had a table that was open that was a 100 pot limit Omaha. There were two people on it playing heads up, and another person that was wanting to go play it. And so anyway, after sitting there for a while and hanging out, relaxing and all that, I ended up ahead $14. And then I had mentioned something about needing to cash chips from another casino, and somebody said, "Oh, they'll do that here. Just go up to the register and they'll do it for you, the cashier." So I decided to go give it a shot. So I go up there, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll cash whatever." And then they looked at them and they said, "Oh, if they're over $100 chips, we have to call them and verify that you won the chips before we'll cash them." So that's I'm not doing that. So I just left it at that, and I looked around and played a few slots and ended up ahead $591 on the slots at the Wynn. And then from there I decided to continue on to the Venetian with the ultimate goal of getting to the Mirage to cash some chips. And I went through the Venetian. I ended up just playing a couple slots and nothing else, and I ended up ahead $42. And then I continued on, went to the Mirage, and let me see, actually, yeah, the Mirage, I ended up playing a few slots, and I ended up, I didn't even put that in my notes, Mirage, I had $32 on the slots. So $32 there, and I went to the cashier to cash some chips, and they gave me a hard time. They wanted my ID, they wanted to know which table I was playing, all these different things. And this lady was talking, the cashier was talking to the security guard, and I interrupted them by coming up to cash my chips. So they were both being kind of stupid about it, and said that gaming regulations say I have to give it to them. I don't have to give it to them. And then I said, well, I've been to the Bellagio before and cashed 8,000 in chips and didn't have a problem. They're like, yeah, see, that's their regulations. I said, exactly. It's not gaming. It's your regulations. That's the problem here. So anyway, I ended up just leaving there. And right now it is 6:40 a.m. and I am near Harrah's getting picked up to go to the hotel to get a couple hours sleep before I have to check out. So get a couple hours sleep, get a shower, and then meet with Coach and figure out what we're doing from there. So that's what's going on right now. You're all caught up, and my Uber should be here in a minute or two to take me back to the hotel, and I'll be back with you as soon as I have something new to tell you. Alright guys, I am back. It is morning now. Well, it was morning already, but right now it is about 10:15 a.m. By the time I got to the hotel room and got actually in the hotel room, it was about 7:45, and I woke up around 9 o'clock, 9:15, got dressed, showered, everything ready to go, and I am going out the door right now, 10:15, and Coach should be here soon. I'll put my bags in his rental car, and then we'll check into the various hotels this afternoon. He will be staying on the south end of the Strip, and a friend of mine who came for the free trip will be staying in the middle of the Strip, and I'll be staying on the north end of the Strip, and then we'll help each other out when needed. So yeah, I can't say that I'm super energetic, but I feel a lot better. Every time I get this hour and a half sleep, I feel like I got hit by a truck. But this evening, I know for sure I'm going to get more sleep. I'll be at the Wynn, and I'll have more opportunity between playing blackjack and other things to go to the room and lay down for a few minutes if I need it. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Letting you go, and I'll be back to update you soon. All right, guys, I'm back. So a lot has happened. I'm not going to make this like incredibly long. I'll be real brief with it, let you know how things are going. Basically, Coach came to the hotel, and he picked me up, got everything packed up, put everything in his car, and then we went to a casino, and I can't remember the name of the casino, but I will get back to you and let you know the name of it. It's in Henderson. It's this little tiny casino. The nicest people you have ever seen there. The workers are awesome. The casino is nice. It's a small place, no table games, but it has a restaurant in there. It has the best comps you've ever seen. It has nonstop specials. They gave me $15 for signing up. They gave me $10 in bakery items down the street for free. They gave me a free meal, and if you want a pizza for some pizza for free and something else for free. It was unbelievable, all the stuff. And then if you got 200 points, then you got to pick a gift from the table. And I got my wife some like 6 pairs of like Puma socks, the short socks that she likes to wear. So all that's just for basically going in and playing for a few minutes. So I had a nice burger, fries, drink, everything, and it was just a really nice place, and I will let you know the name of it so you guys can go out there. In fact, you know what? I've got one coupon left from there, and the place is called Emerald Island. It's in Henderson, so Emerald Island Casino. Real nice casino, real good people. I recommend it. It is smoking hot outside. It's 96 degrees. I'm in the shade sweating with the air conditioning on in Coach's car. So let me think here. When we got together, we went to that casino. Then we went to the M to check in because I have a room at the M. We went over there, we checked in, and checked out the room, made sure everything was cool. And then there were a couple must-hit buys that we saw that were in position. I played one that was a must-hit by 200, and Coach played one that was a must-hit by 500. I ended up ahead for the slots, including that and other stuff that I did. I was ahead $537 just on slots, $537, and Coach was ahead about $700. And all he played was the one play with the $500 must-hit buy, and it just played really, really well for him, and so that was all good. So after that, we hopped on the highway, and we headed down to Caesars, and I had him, and I'm not telling you guys to do anything you're not supposed to do, so I had him park in the Caesars Uber lot, where Uber picks you up and drops you off. It's kind of on the side of Caesars. I had him park there, and then I went into Caesars, checked in, got the room and everything, came back to the car. On my way back to the car, I see this machine, and it's in position, and there's a young black gentleman sitting there, and his friend brings him a slice of pizza, and the play is right there, and he's got like 40 cents in the machine. And I said, "Are you going to play that?" He goes, "I wanted to talk to you about that." I said, "Okay, what did you want to talk to me about? I have a feeling I know where this is going, And he said, "Here's what we're going to do. You play it, and whatever you make profit, we'll split it." And I know that's a bad deal, but I was in a hurry. I was on my way out, so I said, "Okay, let's do it." I popped $100 bill in there. It was like $250 a spin. Spun it, boom, 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 and made $54. Gave him $27 and got his phone number. And we're going to be communicating. He's going to be sending me other plays that he finds. In fact, he just sent me a play. We're going to be working on stuff while I'm in town. If he finds some big plays, he's going to send them to me. We're going to meet. I'm going to negotiate. I'll never give him 50 again, but I just wanted to get that play done and get back to the car. So after that, I went back to the car where Coach was. I dropped off a bunch of like the keys and voucher and stuff for Caesars from winning that slot, and then I walked over to the Mirage, which is right next door. And I videotaped me walking in and going to the cashier, where this morning they said, oh, 1,500, 2,000, you're going to have to, there's no way anyone will ever cash you out without ID. I go right up to this woman and I put it on the table. She catches it out, no problem. I said, oh, I was worried I was going to have to get ID. And she said, no, if it's under 3,000, you'll never have to get ID. Don't worry about it. So I got that on videotape. I'm probably not going to put it up immediately because there's a lot of people in the picture. I'm going to have to try to censor their pictures out, their faces out, and then I'll probably put it up. I'm not sure. We'll see if I even put it up at all. But I went to Mirage. I picked up 1,600, came back to the car. I told Coach about the lady, which one she was, told him to go stand in line and cash out the chips at her line. I gave him 2,000 more in chips, and he's going to do that. So 2,000 and 1,600 leaves me with 1,500 more at the Mirage. And last night I was able to cash out all the ones at the Win, a bunch of it at the poker room before and after playing poker, and a bunch of it at the Encore, and a bunch of it at the Win, and kept the amounts small, like under 5,000. Really under 3 would be best, but the Win does not give me any problems under 5,000 as long as I have yellow $1,000 chips or less. Now, if you have all purple $500 chips, obviously that would be better. So anyway, right now I am waiting for Coach. I'm in the valet area, so he doesn't have to walk as far. And as soon as he gets back to the car, we're going downtown to the Golden Nugget to meet a friend. And there's some plays down there that we want to give a try. And we'll see what happens from there. So right now, just waiting for him. Hopefully he'll be here in a second, and then I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. So I got some much needed rest. So let me kind of go through some of the activities that happened. And again, this is after the fact, and I was very tired, but I wanted to kind of catch you up on the things that happened. Let me see here. So we met downtown. So the three of us met downtown, and we went from casino to casino, at times separately, at times together, at times two of us together, and just went through different plays. There was one play that we really wanted to focus on, but it was busy, had way too many people on there, and we weren't able to get on it. So we're going to try to focus on it later on, maybe this afternoon, maybe tomorrow. So right now it is the next morning, but I just wanted to go back and review some of the things that happened. One of the casinos we stopped at was the Golden Nugget. I found some plays there, and I ended up ahead $156. I met an advantage player there. I was walking by and I saw a play that he was on, and it's a play that only an advantage player would make. And is it possible that when he was making the play, he was a regular player and I mistook him for an advantage player? The answer is no. By him sitting at that machine with it set the way it is and playing it the way he was and fast playing it that way, for sure I knew that he was an advantage player. So I said something to him like, boy, that's going to take a while. You want me to buy you a sandwich or something while you wait? And that opened up the conversation, and we talked for a while about what he did and how much money he makes and how tough things are. And he said that he came to Las Vegas in 2019 and that things have been getting harder and harder as far as advantage play with slots is involved, and that he's making less and less money every year. And he admitted that part of it might be that he's not putting in the number of hours he needs to, but it's so tough to make money. It's very discouraging. And I agreed with him, and we talked for a while, and that was a good experience. Um, we went through a bunch of other casinos, and I won a little bit here and a little bit there, and I feel bad because um, I didn't actually put down all the different places that we went to. Like, I know for sure I was plus 41 somewhere. I don't know where, and there were some other small plays, and I just didn't put them down, and that's not like me, but I didn't put them down. But um, we went to El Cortez as one of the places that we stopped, and I've never played El Cortez, but I know that they give people a really hard time, and they flyer people, and they're just nasty people there, and it's really stupid because if someone from Blackjack Apprenticeship goes to El Cortez and is spreading from 15 to 75, and they get backed off, their hourly might be 20 something dollars an hour, and their actual EV might be negative because they're a new player, they're not accurate, they're making mistakes, and they're still backing them off and making a big deal. But then I can go to an advantage machine and score $50 in 30 seconds, and they're not going to say anything about that. So very inconsistent, very there's too much heat there, and it's overly done for no reason. And for that reason, I did not want to give El Cortez any money. So when I was walking around with my friend and he saw a play, um, it was kind of an iffy play, and he asked me if I wanted to split it, and I said, yeah, I'm not sure because I just don't want to give them any money. I don't want to be down even $1 to this place. But we ended up playing it through, and we won like whatever it was, $66, no, something like that, $70, something like that. Anyway, we walked through it a little bit further through El Cortez, and I found a play, and it was at, I forget if it was 6 or 7 or something like that, dollars per spin, and I thought it was a good play. So I said to him, well, you offered me the other play, so if you want to split this one, we can split this one. And he didn't think that it was a play, and he said no. And so I played it for a minute, and it improved. It got even better, and I said, are you sure you don't want to get in? And he said, no, I'm sure. 3 spins later, I hit a jackpot on it for like $1,455, and got paid on that. And I was only in the machine for like 110 at that point, so I ended up ahead at El Cortez, $1,387. And we went through some other casinos, um, and at one point, where was that last place we went? I don't even remember, but Circa, I think. So Circa's got 2 levels, and we went through the bottom level, and my friend said, you want to go upstairs and take a look? And I said, I didn't even know there was an upstairs, just like this other casino that he had pointed out to me at one point. I didn't realize there was 2 floors, so it's that twice that's happened with him. So we went upstairs, and we're looking around, and I like to pay attention to what people are doing around me, and I see an Asian guy walking around and tapping buttons and stuff, and he goes up to a machine I've never seen before, taps the buttons and doesn't find anything, goes around the corner, does the same thing with another machine that's the same, and finds a play and plays it through. And I'm like, huh, I didn't even know that was one. So I waited for him to leave, and he goes around, excuse me, he goes around to another machine that I've never seen before, does the same thing, and leaves. So now I've seen a total of 3 machines that this guy's played, and I've never seen any of them before. So I went up to him and took pictures of them. and I'll be researching those for later. So that's all good. And then, as you know, I have three different hotel rooms at three different casinos right now, and we were each going to stay at one, but one of the guys wanted to stay downtown, so he stayed down there instead for last night because he was tired. And Coach and I came back to the Wynn, and we ordered some room service because it was so late. A lot of the restaurants and things were already closed, so we ordered room service. And let me see. He ordered a pizza and some chicken strips. I ordered a wedge salad, and what was my main meal? Kung Pao chicken, and then we got some Cokes. I think that's all we got. It was like $180 for that, so we charged that to the room because we have so much to spend anyway. There's no stress there. Um, and then we watched a little TV while we were eating, and then he left and went to the M to sleep, and I stayed here at the Wynn and took a nap, and I fell asleep for like 5 or 6 hours, and I woke up like feeling like a ton of bricks had hit me, but I knew that I needed that rest. So um, I even tried to stand up, and my feet hurt so bad. I don't know if I mentioned what happened with my toe in Henderson, but when we left that small casino, that was really cool place to be. Um, when we left that casino, I'm walking around looking at this coupon that they gave us. I think I mentioned that they gave us a free bakery and free pizza place and all these things. But I'm looking at the coupon as I'm walking on the sidewalk, and there is something coming up from the sidewalk, like a electric box or some kind of a utility box, and my toe hit it. Like as I was walking, my leg was moving forward, and the toe hit this box, and I stumbled forward, and I fell forward like 5 or 6 steps before I could keep my balance and stand up. And everyone around me looked because it looked like it was going to be a big wipeout disaster. But I stayed on my feet. But in the process, I jammed my left foot, my left toe, and it really feels like I may have broken or at least chipped my big toe. And so I was trying to be calm about it and not stress too much about it. But as I'm walking, anytime I pivot and I try to change direction, I'm feeling a lot of pain in it. So hopefully today will be better as far as that. And it's not broken because that would be a disaster. Okay, so right now it is the next morning, obviously. It is Friday, May 17th, and the first round of my slot tournament is today. So I'm going to, um, it's actually early. My round is like at 11 o'clock in the morning. So coach is going to come pick me up in a little while. I am going to get dressed, go downstairs, look around, see if I can find some plays, maybe play some blackjack, and then come back up, take a shower, and get ready to go to that. So that's what's going on right now. And I'm sure I missed a lot, but you get the basic idea, and I'll be back. All right, guys. One other thing I wanted to mention is I've got vouchers from about 7 different casinos right now, some of them in the hundreds of dollars. I need to start going back through those casinos. Next time I swing by each of them, I need to start cashing out so that I don't get stuck with these vouchers. I do still have $1,500 in chips for the Mirage, and that should not be a problem. I'm sure I'll swing through there a couple times the next couple days, and I'll get that cashed out as well. Right now it is morning. I'm looking out at the strip. Everything looks so peaceful and quiet, and the sun is just coming up. It's 5 a.m. and I'm going to go ahead and head downstairs, and I'm sure I'll find some kind of place, and then I kind of feel like it's a new day. We should start a new episode from here. So I'm going to let you go, And if you have any questions or comments, the email is mwusa21@gmail.com. mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.